What up, people? What up, people? So, me and my son's about to get our haircut. You know, I gotta get fresh because look at this. It's not looking good. Matter of fact, I think I'm starting to lose some hair. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna go get our haircut. Then I'm going to take the kids to, I don't know why it's sideways, but take the kids to David and Buster's later. So have fun. But this video, like I said, if anybody watched my videos before, at the end, it's usually a message or something I like to talk about so that I went through personally, something I overcame or I'm trying to overcome. So this one is growing up without a father, and how it affected me. And it affected me a lot. But if you want to hear about it, you got to watch to the end of the video, comment, like. Anyway, we'll get to that. Peace. Like now, so I'm trying to drive my son crazy because he's itching for his haircut, and I'm gonna walk slowly.
I'm leaving.
Come on, you don't leave me. Elijah, come on. What up, people? Say what up.
Hi.
Elijah, say what up. No? No, what up? No? Not at all. He hates being recorded. Say what up.
I love being recorded.
You guys excited to go to David and Buster's?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jelani! It's a video. It's a video. It's not a...
I was cheating over there.
I know you was cheating over there. Hey, baby!
I'm good enough. See, I got you 150. There you go.
Damn, I got 10.
Alice gave you 10. I gave you 150.
Daddy, take some pumpkin fries and two chicken.
You hear it?
Hey, three big bites.
No, we said big bites.
No, three big bites. No, you didn't do anyone.
Be careful because the juice is going to come.
No, you gotta bite it. That's not a bite.
The juice, be careful.
Three.
No, but Elijah, that's not a bite.
You said 3 bites.
No, but you didn't pierce the skin.
That's true. Give it that man. Let's go. Eat that. Wait, don't eat it yet. Daddy, don't eat it. Ready? You got this, Daddy. You
Ready?
got this. No. I'm gonna finish it.
Pray for me, guys. Ready?
1, 2, 3, go. Hey!
I'm not.
Good. But that's a real bear. It's spicy?
At the end. Oh.
Where's Steve?
Oh, yeah. What up, people? So I didn't get to finish the video yesterday because I got busy. Anyway, so it's the next day. That's how days work. But so like I was saying, this video is about the effects of not having your father in your life. And I could talk about that firsthand. I didn't have my father. Matter of fact, my father died when I was about 8 years old. But before that, he wasn't really involved in my life. He would come around once in a while, and I'm talking about a span of like maybe a year. I would see him once or twice. And it definitely affected me a lot. It did, man. It affected me emotionally. Affected me as a parent. Affected me as a man, right? Because I had to learn everything by myself. And thankfully, I did have a couple older brothers, which would give me some advice once in a while. But they actually didn't have the best father either. We had different fathers. So they were kind of winging it as well. And it's hard, man. Like, nobody taught me how to tie a tie. Nobody taught me how to talk to girls. Nobody taught me how to play sports. Just little things like that. Things that, as a father, I look forward to doing, right? And I remember one time I was probably like 17, 18, and I had my first job interview that required a tie. And because I didn't have a father, I had to figure out how to tie this tie. I went on YouTube and watched videos for like 2-3 hours to figure it out. Nobody taught me how to shave. I had to figure that out. I've cut my mustache off way more times than I'm probably supposed to, right? Nobody taught me how to talk to girls. I was just kind of lucky and I was naturally good at it. Nobody taught me how to be a father. So I made a lot of mistakes raising my children at the beginning. Thankfully, nothing too extreme, but I probably could have handled certain situations a lot better if I had better training, right? But I was winging it. I was a young father. Top of that, I had my first two kids at 20, at 21, and this third one just a year ago. But it was tough because I didn't have that mentor. When it comes to like my mental health and my depression, I'm sure that played a role in it because nobody taught me how to handle certain situations properly as a man, right? So I overreact to certain things sometimes. I get way too mad too fast certain times. And when you don't have that father, that male role model in your life, it causes some insecurities. Subconsciously you ask yourself, are you good enough? Why wasn't your father there for you? Why didn't he love you enough? And then those type of thoughts, it messes with your psyche, right? And you start to overcompensate in certain ways and do things that you're probably not supposed to be doing, and it messes up a lot of things, man. And it's and I found myself at the beginning being really hard on my son for certain things, how could I put it, certain things that I wasn't adequate at myself. When I seen those weaknesses within him, I guess I try to overcompensate by pressing that point to him. And, like things like him being too sensitive about certain things when he was younger would get to me because I was afraid that was going to hinder him in life, because I know that it hindered me in certain things. So growing up without a father does affect you in a lot of different ways. But for any kid that is watching this video, I want you to know that growing up without a father is not an excuse to not be a better father yourself when you get older. And that it's going to be hard growing up, especially seeing other kids playing with their fathers and you don't have that. I remember that vividly. But just know that you're living in a lucky time because you have support systems that people of my age didn't growing up. You can find support groups online. You can find support groups probably in your area. There's more people that you can reach out to digitally to get the same advice that you would get from your father. No, I know it's not the same, but it does help. And for anybody that's an uncle or a brother of one of these kids that don't have their father growing up, fill in that void. I'm not saying be the person's father, but try to help guide them. Because without guidance, life gets messy and it gets hard. So if you're that person in a little child's life, the uncle, the stepdad, the older brother that has different father from him and he sees that he's struggling without his father, play that role. Play that guidance role. Play that moral compass because they need you. But anyway, if you got anything out of this video, like, subscribe, share, comment, any good, bad. I want you guys to also comment about your experience growing up without a father. Appreciate you. Peace.